Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm on here about to do a different kind of video because I'm kind of fucking annoyed and like really pissed off. And I mean, not really pissed off, but I'm just kind of like annoyed and confused and just trying to figure some shit out and trying to figure out like what the fuck is really going on. So, as I tell you the story, y'all gonna understand. But like, the reason why I don't really mind like putting this out there like that is because like I'm fucking human just like everybody else. Like I go through shit just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I experience a lot of shit just like everybody else. Like I'm not no motherfucker. I'm not Jesus walking on water is what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. I mean, I try to live my life good in the straight and narrow or whatever, and I try to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we just make choices in our lives where we don't end up always doing the right shit, But regardless of what's right and what's wrong in the situation, I'm just going to tell you my situation because it could probably help y'all asses out anyway. And plus, I need some feedback or something like just because I read cards and I listen to my intuition a lot and I hear a bunch of shit all the time. It's just like sometimes it's just good to have like a real person to like I don't know, bounce your ideas off of. It's people that you really don't know, like people that don't know you for real, to see like what's their take on it. So listen to people that you always, that's always around you, that know your situation, know you or whatever the case may be, because they may be like judgmental or just taking your side because they fuck with you or something like that, right? So what I want to talk about, because this is like a whole story. And then after I do this video, I'm going to do my twin flame journey video because I remember the last time I did it, it didn't record all the way right, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to just record it and then post that. And y'all can go look at that or whatever if y'all want to know about my journey. But my situation currently, what I want to talk about now is my situation with my divine masculine, okay? So, the situation with me and my masculine is kind of like real difficult, tricky. I don't know what to say. It's just complicated as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like understand like why I gotta be put in this kind of situation or why I gotta deal with this kind of situation or whatever, right? So, because I'm still learning on my journey. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm in the process of still learning my journey, I'm helping other people learn on that as well, right? So let me tell you the whole thing. So last week, or that wasn't last week. Yeah, okay. So last week, no, 2 weeks ago. All right. No, last week I went on vacation. So I've been in like me and my masculine be on and off communication. Like sometimes he get upset with me because of some shit that I may say out of my mouth that he don't fucking like or something like that. Like he's real like short fuse tempered type of person. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that kind of way, but I changed that kind of way about myself. Like everything that he is right now, or some of the things that he displays right now about himself, I changed a lot of those things about myself. Okay, like I used to be like that before, but then like once I had kids, like I can still get hot tempered and shit like that, but it's gonna take. But because of the way that I built myself up over the years, it's like I can take shit for a little bit of time until it explodes on your ass. And then when I'm ready to explode on you, or you see that I'm ready to pop off, you better get the fuck out the way because it's not going to be a pretty sight because I don't even know who I am when I transform into that person. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I had to change my attitude and change the way that I get when I get upset and shit like that. Like I can't just get upset with people and stuff like that because of, all those things. I can't let people get to me, right? So while I was on vacation, so I went to Atlantic City for a week. I went last week. And, hold up one second. What? No, this ain't nothing for you to listen to. Go play the game or something. This is for grown folks. Grown folks business. Or go find something to eat. Dang, last night it's funny. Talking about he just want to listen. He probably like, who the fuck she down there talking to herself? And I'm just on the computer talking, ranting. But it's like, so I went to Atlantic City last week. okay, for a whole week. So I was in communication with my masculine while I was on vacation, right? Texting him or whatever, sending them pictures and videos or whatever about the trip and everything. I was in contact with him. We was talking back and forth, right? So even before the trip, we was even talking, right? But we was like on and off talking or whatever, like you know how it is or whatever. But we were still in contact. So and now I really feel like something is really going on because like this motherfucker. And I don't even want to say, I mean, he ain't all that. I mean, he not a motherfucker, but I'm just saying, like, well, like, this motherfucker, he know that when I don't hear from him for a couple of days, like going on 2 days, if I don't hear from him for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be blowing his phone up because I don't know what the fuck is going on. And, you know, we live in a city where a whole bunch of crazy shit be popping off at. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't live in the same area. I live in a whole other area that he live in. He live in a different area, but he live in an area where a bunch of shit really be going down. I moved out of that kind of area. You know what I'm saying? I live in a whole other area, even though shit do be popping off in this area like that too, because all the shit is connected. And the motherfucking city is small as fuck, and everybody know everybody. But still, it's just like, you know, the shit is, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? So, here it goes. So, the last time I talked to him, it was, when I came back from my trip, Thursday. Last week, Thursday or Friday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday. Well, it was Thursday. That was the last day I had talked to him. And then on Friday, I was trying to contact him and call him. I didn't hear nothing from him on Friday, so I was like, okay, whatever. He probably, I don't know what the fuck he doing or whatever. So Friday, Saturday. By the time Sunday came, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I didn't hear nothing from you since Thursday. Like, what is going on? Like, you know that I worry if I don't hear anything from you. You don't text me like, oh, I'm good, or you know, I'm okay, or good morning, or something like that. Like that way, I know that you okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's Sunday now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't hear from this motherfucker in a couple of days. Like, we don't go that long without talking. Even if we get mad at each other, we don't even go that long without talking. If we get upset with each other, we go as far as maybe 1 or 2 days without speaking to each other, and then that's it. But we have been on good, you know, we've been on good terms. Like, we ain't really been getting upset with each other or shit like that. He ain't been mad at me, I ain't been mad at him. So everything has been cool or whatever. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on? You know, by the time Sunday is rolling around, like, why don't I hear anything from him, right? So I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I just came back from my trip. I haven't heard you since I had came back in town. So what's going on? Like, and I'm just texting him, calling his phone, ain't answering my text, none of that shit. I text him from another number, motherfucker didn't even respond. Like, you didn't even respond when I text you from a whole nother number. So now I'm getting worried, like, what the fuck is going on? There's no way that you would have known that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you probably would have known it was me, because I was like, so why you ain't saying nothing? Like, I'm trying to find out if you're okay. You know that I don't like when you go all these days without talking to me, because I get fucking worried. Like, he knows I get worried. So, long story short, I don't know, ain't no long story short. We just gonna go on with the story, okay? So, Sunday rolled around, like, what the fuck is going on? Why you ain't calling? So, here comes Monday rolling around. That was like 2 days ago, right? So, I'm just sitting in my bed thinking, like, yo, like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on now. My situation with me and my masculine is difficult. I mean, it's a difficult kind of situation because he's actually in a karmic situation right now. Okay? So, and I'll explain that situation. Like, I didn't even, when me and him first met each other, I didn't know about him being in a karmic relationship or anything like that. Okay? I didn't know anything about this relationship. I met him last year. Yeah, I met him last year in the winter, and I met him last year in the winter, and you know, we started talking to each other, you know, getting together or whatever, and you know, I didn't find out anything about this other relationship that he had until last year in the summer. Okay, last summer. So this is this summer. So I've known for a whole year now. Okay. Well, not technically. Let me see. It's July, so I didn't know for a whole year because I found out last summer in August um, about it. So it ain't been a whole year since I found out, but I found out in the summer last year. So we've been kicking it for months and getting to know each other for months without, and I didn't know anything about the situation, right? But when I did find out about it, the way that I found out was like real fucked up. And the day that I found out, the very next day, me and him talked about it or whatever. We went out, we had got a drink, and we just sat down and we just talked about the whole situation and everything like that. But he was basically saying like, now it's up to me, like it's my choice, or now that I know and all this shit or whatever. But because he was going through a lot of shit in his life, like, he had just had, deaths in his family, and it was like two people that he was really close to in his family, like, and all of that happened like around the same time frame, like, this took place in his family, and I'm trying to support him and help him, get through it and be there for him, while he's going through these losses in his family, and also, then I find out that, about the karmic person in the situation, right? So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, I was mad about it. He knew that I was mad, upset about it. We talked about it or whatever, but I decided that I was going to just stick in there with him, and because I couldn't just abandon him, after finding out all that. But you know what I'm saying? Even after all of that, being lied to all of that time, like I still stuck in there with him, right? So fast forward to what's going on right now, present day situation. So I had to put that in there so this can make some sense. But I will do a video about my twin flame journey because I didn't even know that this guy was my divine masculine. Like, no shit until last year. Like, I thought a whole nother motherfucker was my masculine. And I'll get to that in the story, but when I do my twin flame journey story after this video. So y'all just be posted for that one. But we'll keep a lookout for that one. But yeah, I didn't even know that he was my fucking twin flame until last year. And it wasn't even like it was like the end of last year or some shit like that. Like right before the season was about to change to my birthday season. It's my birthday in January. Yeah, right before January. So it was like the end of last year, probably like November or December. That's when I found out that he was my legit divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? But so what was I saying? So fast forward to what's going on right now in present day. So I haven't heard from him. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So of course, once I found out about the person that he's dealing with or whatever, and mind you, well, that whole situation is real complicated and crazy anyway. Like, I don't know. I don't even get into all that shit because that's not even my fucking business. That's on him. You want to keep on being in that situation and dealing with that situation. I understand that, y'all have assets and all that shit that's tied together and all that or whatever. But you can completely start over. Like, I don't know, he just afraid. What it is with him is that he's a really good guy. On the outside, he want everybody to think that he's so fucking tough, okay? I mean, he is really tough. He's strong. He know how to fight. He know how to defend, for sure. He know how to defend himself. He ain't gonna let nobody bitch him, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not going on. But, with this whole tough guy persona, and he's, the way that men is, how men be, they really be like this macho type thing, but deep down inside, he's really a really loving guy. Like, the man that I fell in love with, that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? But he don't show that to everybody. He don't let everybody see that side of him. So it's just, I don't know. And I kind of feel like that's what plays a role in the reason why he wants to continue to stay attached to the situation that he's in. But that's for him to figure out. Those are his lessons that he need to figure out. Like I told him, I said, I'm not going to force you out of this situation, you know, like, but don't be thinking that I'm going to always keep on being waiting around, you know, because I have a whole lot of people that want to talk to me, and I turn them down because of you. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's just what that's about. So, but the fast forward to what's going on. So here comes Monday, and I'm like, so what's going on? Like, I haven't talked to him, whatever. So you already know when I found out about her before. Now I already know everything about this bitch. Like, I know where the fuck this bitch live at. I know, you know, I know where this bitch work at. I know everything. You know what I'm saying? But I keep all that to myself. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know that I know all of this information. The only thing he know that I know about her is that she, her social media page, and that I see her on social media. He don't know how deep I went into this fucking female. You know what I'm saying? He just know that I know on social media because I brought up one time, like, you know that she friends with my father on Facebook, right? He was like, oh, she don't know your father, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. If I looked the bitch page up and I seen that we had mutual friends, we had 5 mutual friends. Okay, all of them were guys, and one of them is my fucking father. Which I wanted to hit my father up and find out how did he know her, but I was like, fuck it, you know, it ain't even no point. And like I said, we live in a city where everybody be knowing everybody, okay? This motherfucking city is small, for sure. So people be knowing everybody. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't even hit my father up or ask him anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, I just didn't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? But I might eventually ask him one day. But, you know, the last time I talked to my father, that shit didn't even cross my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, some shit that's not really important where it really cross your mind like that or whatever. So, I was just like, um, I'm just like, so I'm trying to figure out now. So now I'm going to her fucking page to find out like what's going on. Because if he not fucking answering my messages or something, she might know something, or she might have posted something about them on her page or something like that, so I can know like what the fuck is going on. Like, did they go on vacation, or you know, like what the fuck happened? And you know what I'm saying, for him to be ignoring me because it got to be something big and serious. You know what I'm saying? Because if he do get mad at me, he don't stay mad at me for a long time, and I know that I didn't do anything to upset him because I was just talking to him the day that I got back from my vacation, and I was talking to him the whole time while I was on my vacation. And you know what I'm saying? You would know if somebody is fucking pissed off with you or something, right? So, getting back to the story. So, when he and so I go to her page or whatever. I go to her Instagram, and I go to her page or whatever. I ain't friends with her on there or nothing, but I'm just, you know, I just go look on her page because she had her page open, right, where everybody can see everything. So I just went on her page, and when I gets there to go look for her page, the bitch got her page blocked. Like, why all of a sudden now your page is blocked? Now, in order for me to see her page now, I got to be a friend. So I'm not going through all that to try to be a friend on her fucking page to see what she got going on, because the bitch is born anyway. She don't do shit. So it's just like, whatever. Like, I'm not doing all that. And she don't post pictures of him on her page anyway, you know. She don't really be posting pictures of him on her page. As a matter of fact, I ain't seen that one picture of him on her page since I've been looking at her page every now and again. Okay. So when I go to the page on Monday, the page is private or whatever. So that means that only people that's her friends can see the page, right? So then I goes to her Facebook page because I know her Facebook or whatever. So when I go scrolling to her Facebook page, I see that some of the posts that she put on there, some of them is like hidden or blocked or deleted. Somewhere I can't see some of the posts that I used to be able to see on her page when I used to go on there. I can't see none of that, right? Now, mind you, I never tried to contact her or anything. So she don't know anything. Well, oh, I'll get to that in a minute. So when I click on there, I didn't see a lot of stuff like it was blocked. So then I go to her friend list or whatever because I'm trying to see, okay, well, do he got a social media page now? Because he don't have a social media page. He don't do social media. He don't be on social media. Like, he didn't even know that this bitch had a social media until I told him. You know what I'm saying? So I go to her friend list to see if he had finally created a social media pages. I remember talking to him like 2 or 3 weeks ago about like, you don't never be on social media. Like now that we all in quarantine, you need to be on social media. He'd be like, no, it's like all the people that I want to talk to, I can just call them or whatever like that, you know. So he ain't with all that having his face all over the place and being like all out there, you know what I'm saying? He ain't with all that shit. So he so I go to the friend list and I go looking at it. Yo, why the fuck this bitch delete my father from her Facebook page? Like, now I'm starting to think, like, hold up. So I'm starting to put some shit together. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, he ain't talking to me. He not answering his phone. I haven't heard from him since Friday. I haven't talked to him since Thursday, since I came home. Friday, I've been trying to contact him. I haven't heard from him Saturday, Sunday, and that was Monday, right? So for 4 fucking days, I haven't heard anything from him. He hasn't called me, text me, he ain't answered his phone, none of that shit, right? Now, I can go there, but I can go to the house. But I'm not going to go there out of respect for him because I told him that whatever choice that he decides to make is going to be his choice, right? And I told him that I'm not going to out him. I'm not going to do any of that. That's the reason why I never contacted this woman on any of her social medias or anything like that out of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust that he'll do the right thing. And I feel like when the time is right for us to officially, for us to officially be together like that. Because we together, but I don't look at it like we officially together because look at where the fuck you at. Like, you ain't with me. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, I mean, but I do have an emotional connection with him. We have a deep emotional bond. So it's like, it's no getting around that, you know. It ain't getting around that. He can't escape how he feels about me, and I can't escape how I feel about him. You know what I'm saying? So that whatever that bond that we have, that connection that we got, that's not going to ever change. That's not going to ever go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he's still in that situation because still have things that he needs to learn. He still have things that he needs to work out, or maybe she still got things that she needs to learn because it's a reason why these two people are together. You know what I'm saying? But so I looked for that, and I'm like, this bitch deleted my father from her Facebook page. Like, why did she delete my father? You know what I'm saying? My father. Okay. She didn't delete any of the other friends that we had mutual friends with. The one person that she deleted from her friends list was my father. Okay, my father. Okay. So I said some things. And I'm just laying in the bed now thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, why would she delete my father and why would she put her Instagram page on private, right? Like, what the fuck suddenly changed? Like, and I haven't been on her page since, God, it's been a while since I've been on her page. I don't think I've been looking at her page since last year. I ain't gonna lie. Since probably like the end of the year or maybe around the time that I found out about it. I have no, you know what? I'm lying because I did go on her page when around Halloween. I seen that she posted this fucking. I seen a Halloween post that she had posted on there. I think that was like the last time I went on her page was like around October or whatever. But um, I never like contacted her or liked any of her pictures. I didn't make myself known at all. You know what I'm saying? I stayed pretty much in the background. Just looking. You know what I'm saying? Just looking and finding out and being nosy and seeing what's going on. That's all I was doing. I wasn't really I never engaged or interacted with her at all. So when I go to look there, I find that funny. Like, the fuck, like, so now I'm thinking, like, so do this bitch even know about me? Like, how does she even know about me, right? So when I go, so I'm just sitting here thinking in my mind because, I'm an air sign, bitch. I'm logical as fuck. I'm thinking a lot of shit. Okay, even though I got a Scorpion moon, I'm always in my mind thinking, trying to put shit together to make some sense, right? And then I have a good intuition, so I quickly get the answers, that quick. The shit just makes sense and it clicks, right? So I'm like, hold up. So she deleted my father. How did she even know about me, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did she even know about me? Because now she must know about me if she know about my father, right? So my father got the same last name. Okay, and when I go to my father pictures, my father don't got no pictures of me on his Facebook page, mind you. He got pictures of my kids, of his grandkids on his Facebook, but he don't got no pictures of me. And mind you, my Instagram is open, so anybody can see my Instagram. I'm not hiding my shit. I'm not blocking shit. I'm not putting my shit on private because I don't mind if people look at my Instagram page. I don't really be posting a bunch of shit on there anyway, except for pictures of me and my fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and people who follow me on Instagram, y'all know. I don't be doing too much crazy shit on Instagram or whatever like that. So, I don't really care what the fuck people see on my page, right? So my shit is open. So I'm just like, well, maybe she went to my Instagram page and see the picture of my daughter and see it on my father's Facebook page, right? But I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, how would she even know that that's my father? She was friends with this motherfucker for a long time. Okay, for a long time, probably since my father came home from jail, which was like, hold up, when I graduated from college, that was like in 20. Hold up, what is it, 2020 now? So that was like in 20. That was like in 2016. Hold up, 17, 18, 19, 20. Probably like 2015, 2016 when I had graduated. So he been home since then, 2016 or something like that. I don't know, but that was like a long time ago compared to what's going on right now. Shit, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. But back to all that. So, the only pictures that my father got on his Facebook page is pictures of him and his girlfriend. A lot of people got mad pictures of them two, than pictures of my kids. You know what I'm saying? So he don't got no pictures of me on there. So actually, I think he may got one picture of me where he posted that me and him was twins or some shit like that. But I think that was on one of his other pages because my father, he a fucking player. Like, he a Mac Daddy for real. Like, he got fucking hella Facebook pages or whatever. But, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, how the fuck did she even know about me? So one day, I remember when he told me, this is my masculine now I'm talking about, when he told me that, he was like, yeah, she know about you because you keep on texting me and calling me, and she be getting mad, talk about that bitch is calling you again, or whatever like that. I'm like, okay, but she don't know my name or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking back to that, like, so she knew of me because she knew that me and him was in communication and we was talking. It's like I said, we always fucking talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter where the fuck he was at or what he was doing, he would answer my messages or whatever, or I would text him and call him. Like, that shit ain't gonna never change, but that's probably how she got a hint or a glimpse that I was in the picture because I was always calling him a lot and she would always question him and be like, so what, you got another girlfriend or something like that? And, I don't know what his response was because I wasn't there, but he would just tell me what was going on, right? So the thing is that he was being open with me now. He wasn't lying to me anymore. And that's what I didn't want from him. I was just like, I don't want you to lie to me anymore. I don't want you to continue to lie. Just tell me the truth. about what's going on. Now that the secret is out the bag, and I'm willing to rock out with you right now and just let me know what's going on and tell me the truth. So that's how our relationship been. I mean, our relationship always been like that on my end since I first met him, but since he first came clean about that, and that was like one of the biggest things that he was keeping from me, you know, we've always been open and honest, or he always been open and honest with me since then, and haven't kept anything from me. So I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Like, so how the fuck did this bitch even know anything about me, right? So let me tell you how the whole story how the shit just put together in my mind. So on 4th of July, I was at my cousin's house drinking or whatever. It was 4th of July. I'm turning up and shit. Um, I was out with the kids earlier at my aunt's house, but then they went home. Took them home. Then I went to my cousin's house or whatever, and I was drinking and stuff like that. So I ended up calling a lift from my cousin's house to my house, right? So I ended up calling a lift, and every time I get in a lift, I always send him the screenshot of the Lyft driver info, right? Even though my cousin had took a picture of the license plate before I had left her house, because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I was fucked up, so I had to get home safe. So I called a Lyft from her house to get home, and I sent him a screenshot of the picture, and I always send him screenshots every time I get in the Lyft, so that especially it's at nighttime. Every time I get in the Lyft at nighttime, I always send him the pictures so that he know who the last person I was in the fucking car with, or who was the last person to see me if nobody else sees me again, right? So I goes back. I'm thinking about that shit. So I'm like, so this bitch must have looked inside of his phone and seen. I'm like, she must have looked at his phone and seen that picture of that lifting that I sent him, right? So, on the Lyft driver, the app, when you take the picture of the car and all that shit, your whole information pop up. Like, what destination you coming from, what destination you go into, the car, it show you the car color, it show you the license plates of the car and all that shit, right? It show everything. I don't know if it showed the price, but it show all that shit on there, right? So when I get the house, the next day after that, this is the 4th of July. So on the 5th of July, he questions, like, don't you know how, like, when you can question, like, I don't know if I don't know what kind of phones y'all got, but on my phone, like, I got an iPhone, you can, like a picture that somebody sends you on your text, you can like it, exclamation point it, question it or whatever. So he sends a question to the link, the picture that I sent. I'm like, why the fuck? And I'm texting him back. I'm like, why the fuck did you send a question mark? Why you send a question mark to this picture that I sent you? I was like, you know that I always send you every time I get a lift. I was like, you know why I send you that picture or whatever. And then we was just talking a little bit about that. I don't think that he even explained that or whatever, but we were just talking a little bit, and you know, and then I don't know what happened on that day with that conversation, but we were still in contact. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, I had just went to Atlantic City, and I just came back on Thursday, so we were still in contact while I was in Atlantic City and everything. So fast forward to that. So going back to that, so I put together that the day that I was doing the third party situation readings for you guys, because I was trying to get all the readings together for y'all, because I knew that I was about to be gone the next week on vacation, and I wanted to have some content for y'all so that y'all could be able to, see the content or whatever. And I could be able to help y'all while I'm out having my fun over there, and y'all can still catch the videos that I'm trying to put down to y'all, right? So when I was doing my Virgo video, okay, and you can go back to my Virgo third party reading video. When I was on my third party reading video, somebody came and knocked on my door. Now they rang the doorbell, and at first I wasn't gonna hit the door because I'm like, who the fuck is coming to my house and didn't even call? You know what I'm saying? People who want to come over here, they got to call me first or text me and let me know, like, yo, I'm coming over, I'm going to be outside, or what you doing, I'm trying to come through, or whatever, so I know that you coming. People don't just show up uninvited, right, to your house. At least they don't show up uninvited to this motherfucker unless I know that they coming. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. So, my doorbell starts to ring while I was on my Virgo third party reading, okay? And you can go back and look. So I get up and go to the door. I asked who it is. Somebody was like, is this such and such address, right? They said my address. I'm thinking to myself, like, why the fuck would they ask if this is the address when clearly the address is big as day on my motherfucking mailbox? Like, literally is big as shit on my fucking mailbox. So why would you ask through the door, is this that fucking address, right? So I was like, hold up a second, because I didn't even look out the peephole to see who it was, but it was a female's voice. And I'm just, at the time, while I was on the video, y'all, because I would have opened up the door, but I wasn't even decent. Like, when y'all know when I walk around, like when I just walk around in my t-shirts and this and fucking underwear. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like, especially since we've been on quarantine and I ain't have shit to do. And when I'm just chilling in the house, I walk around in my little t-shirts. I think I had on an oversized t-shirt that time, but I didn't have on no pants or no shorts, right? I didn't have no shorts on or no pants, so all I had on was a shirt, and I couldn't open the door like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know who the fuck was on the other end, but I knew it was a female because I heard her voice. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't know. I'm not sure if that was her, the comic, or at that time I didn't know that was her. But I know now that was her. But at that time I didn't know that was her, right? I just thought that it was just a regular female knocking on the door, asking me a dumbass question through my door, right? So I was like, hold up a second, and I went upstairs to go and put some shorts on or whatever. So when I came back downstairs, after I put on the shorts and I opened up the door, nobody was there. Okay, so it didn't even take me that long to go and put some shorts on and come back down to open the door. I was probably gone for maybe a minute or two. You know what I'm saying? And I opened the door and nobody was there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just had me stop my video. Well, I didn't stop the video, but I had to, because I was almost through the video. Like, I wasn't even I was like on one section of the video, and I was like, damn, I'm not going to fucking reshuffle again and do all this again. So I told y'all to wait on the video. I was like, hold up, y'all, I'll be right back or whatever. And the video was still going on while all that was going on in the background, while I was going to go put on some shorts to open up my door to see who the fuck was at the door, right? So when I opened up the door, there's nobody out there. Okay, nobody's on the porch. But it was clearly a female when I first went to the door to find out who it was who asked me that dumb question about, was this my address, right? So when I came back to the video, I was like, who the fuck was that? Like, some crazy motherfucker was at my door asking me, was this my address? Like, what, they can't see that this is the address is right there on the mailbox. Like, I was like, I don't know who the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? Because I never got a chance to see that person's face. Because I never got a chance to open the door. I didn't even look through the peephole. I just said, hold up a second, to go put some clothes on so that I can open it. So I put two and two together that bitch came to my motherfucking house, okay? And the way that she found out about my address is that she went through his phone and looked at the picture that I sent him on the app from when I was leaving from my cousin's house on 4th of July. And that's how she found out my address, okay? And took it upon herself to come knock on my fucking door. But when I went to go open my door, she wasn't there, right? So I'm just laying in the bed after putting all that shit together. Like, that bitch was really at my motherfucking door. Like, fuck. I can't. So I think that this bitch, when she was at my door, she went through my mailbox too, because she probably was trying to figure out who the fuck lived there at that house, who the fuck lived at this house that she went to go find out about, right? So I think that she went to my mailbox because I did have mail in my mailbox that day. I didn't go check the mail that day, so it was mail in the mailboxes. When I went out, when I opened up my door to see who was out there, nobody was there. So I went to go check my mailbox. It was mail in there, so I just took the mail out and put it in the house. So I know it was mail in my mailbox. So she probably seen my name and shit on the fucking mail or whatever. So I figured that this bitch must have, looked in my mailbox, seen my name that was on my mail, and then went home and started researching me and finding out. That's probably how she found out that she was friends with my father and deleted my father from her Facebook page, and then she made her Instagram page private, right? So all of that took place 2 days before I was supposed to leave to go to Atlantic City, right? So I think that all that happened on the Saturday because I was still recording videos for y'all. And then Sunday, I was packing to go to Atlantic City because I was leaving that Monday morning, right? So the next day, that was that Sunday, I went to go and I went to Walmart, went and got some suitcases and stuff so that, we can pack up or whatever. But I didn't think anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't put two and two together until now that he's avoiding me. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, right? And when I go look at her page and I see all this funny shit, like shit just wasn't adding up until I had to put all the pieces together. So now he's not even calling me. He's not answering none of my calls, none of my texts, none of that shit, right? So I kind of felt like they had got a blow up or some type of argument had occurred between them two. Maybe she brought it up to his attention, like, yeah, I know that you're doing X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, or whatever, right? Because I know that he wouldn't tell her my information. Like, he wouldn't tell her my name. He wouldn't tell her where I live. He's not that type of person. He's not going to just go out and do that, right? He's not that type of person to go and just tell people where the fuck I live at and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's real protective when it comes to me. Like, he won't let anything happen to me. He won't let anything, anybody try to hurt me or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if he get upset, he'll be like, oh, if you keep on doing X, Y, and Z, this won't happen to you. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you think you're fooling because you love me. Like, stop, cut the shit. Like, you can save that shit for somebody who don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Save that for somebody who don't know you because I know that you won't hurt me. You will never let anybody else hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I know that he did. Because at first I was thinking, like, did he fucking tell her about me? Like, why would he tell her about me? Why would he tell her my name and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? So now this bitch know my name. She knows my fucking address. Like, I don't know what she planning on doing or what she going to do. You know what I'm saying? But bitch, I'm fucking ready. You know what I'm saying? You best believe I'm fucking ready. Like, I will drag the shit out of your ass. Do not fucking play with me. Like, real shit. I will drag you. Okay? Up and down my motherfucking avenue. For sure. Okay? So don't come crazy shit to my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was a blessing that the bitch actually left my doorstep and I didn't really come face to face with her because it would have been some shit that night. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand like why I gotta be put in this kind of situation. But now he's avoiding me. He's not talking to me, and I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's, he won't tell me anything because I haven't talked to him, since I came back from Atlantic City on Thursday. Okay, so I was gone from Monday to Thursday, me and the kids. And we took the dog too. So the whole family was just up at the dam in Atlantic City, right? So I haven't heard anything from him since I came back. And I kind of figured that's what's going on. But like, he got a lock on his phone, right? So he put a lock on his phone last year. So now his phone is password protected. So how the fuck did she get in his phone to even go through his text messages to see anything that I was sending him, or to find out anything about me? So the bitch had brought him a fucking Apple Watch in December, right, for Christmas. Now, he didn't tell me that she brought it, but he was so happy about this motherfucking watch. He going around flashing a watch everywhere. Oh, I got me an Apple Watch or whatever. Boy, sit your ass down some fucking where, you know. But he didn't tell me that she's the one that got it. But I know that she's the one that had got it for him, right? So the reason why she bought the motherfucking watch is because he can't password protect the watch. You feel what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, my light just fucking blinked or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is happening. But she can't password protect that watch. Oh, I don't think he can. And if he do, I don't think he know how. Or he don't have enough. He ain't really like do it enough. I don't know. But she got the watch so that she got him the watch so that she can be able to get inside of the watch and see all his text messages, all his phone calls, if he's missed a call, who he's been calling, and all of that through the fucking watch. Through the watch. Now, mind you, months before this even occurred, and this is after he got this watch, okay? After he got this watch, months before this even occurred, we was texting before. I mean, we always texting every day. I see him every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen him since this pandemic happened because, I've been on quarantine. So, but we talk every single day. You know what I'm saying? And before we went on quarantine, we seen each other every fucking day. Like, literally every day. And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I don't know. So one day we was talking, and he told me that she blew up at him because she had seen some message that I had sent him or whatever, was questioning like, who is this bitch sending you this message or whatever like that. And he was like, ain't nothing or whatever. You know how motherfucking niggas be lying and trying to cover it up. But at the end of the day, it's just like she seen it on his watch. He might have deleted the message from his phone, but she went inside that motherfucking watch to see that shit. So the crazy thing is that she got that shit just so that so that she can find out what's going on. It wasn't so that he can have a nice gift for Christmas or anything like that. Like, her intentions behind getting that watch was to spy on him. Like, what kind of relationship you want to be in where you got to spy on somebody and where you got to lie on somebody? You know what I'm saying? But that's his business. That's the shit that he got to go through. He still have lessons that he need to learn. He still wants to stay attached to that situation due to financial reasons. Now, mind you, I looked up both of these fucking birth charts. Okay, I did compatibility on both of their asses. Okay, together, me and him together, and him and her together in Vedic astrology and Western astrology. Okay, and basically, he's going to continue to do the same thing, even if he's not with me or me and him not dealing with each other. While he's still in a situation with her, he's going to continue to do the same thing that he's doing to her because there's no attraction there, okay? There's no spark. There's no attraction, okay? Maybe when they first started out, maybe there was a little bit of attraction, but his main reason of why he really got with this woman was for a financial reason, you know what I'm saying? So that he can have stability, and he have a lot of stability signs in his chart. So, of course, he's a type of person who wants stability, who's going to be going after the money, going after what, he like nice shit. You know what I'm saying? He worked hard for the shit that he got. So he likes nice shit. He likes to have nice shit and this and that, blah, 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 blah. But the reason why he's with this female that he's with is because of financial instability reasons. You know what I'm saying? And then because they've been dealing with each other for so long or whatever, it's like he don't want to break away from the situation. He don't want to detach himself from the situation. He don't want to break away because he feels bad. You know what I'm saying? So he's willing to put his own happiness before, her happiness or someone else's happiness before his own happiness. You feel me? Like, he's fucking miserable in this relationship. Like, and he hasn't even explained this to me, and he hasn't told me any of this. This is what I see from an outside person looking into that relationship. You know what I'm saying? He's miserable in that relationship, okay? He doesn't want to be in that situation, but they have financial shit that they got tied together, a lease or whatever the case may be, money or whatever. Like, this bitch is not even trying to help him come up on anything. You know what I'm saying? She not even trying to help him. It's just like a lot of shit that he could have, like, I thought that he would have been already established and had. he don't have any of that stuff because of her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say it like that, but he don't have a lot of that shit, and it's because of her. You know, she is not helping him build up and be to the place where he want to be at. Where I want to help him out and build him up at to where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely want to see him flourish and shine, even if me and him is not together in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If me and him wasn't together right now, I still want to see him shine and see him do good. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see him be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't do any of that. She don't say any encouraging words to him of success, building up his confidence, building up the fact that, you know, he's a fucking king. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? You're here to do good things. You're here to do great things and phenomenal things. You know what I'm saying? And the situation that they in is like she's keeping him stuck and holding him from doing the great things that he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to him all the time about investing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, maybe we should invest in this. Maybe we should invest in that. Maybe you should look into this. Maybe you should look into that. Like, even if he don't got the starting money, or if he don't, or if he feel a little bit wary about starting money into a business or whatever, I would put the money up. You know what I'm saying? But I need to make sure that he's going to be serious about handling it or running it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way I'm going to make money back is if you're serious about money, running it, and then the money can generate and flow back. I'm going to get the money back regardless. I'm not doing it because I'm going to be financially stable off of the situation. I'm doing it so that we both can be financially stable, so you can have something, so that you can have something to fall back on in case whatever else you're working on is not working out. You know what I'm saying? You'll have this. And then not only that, you know, for our children, you have children, I have children. You know, we both have children that we need to be leaving something to in this world when we leave. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be thinking about those type of things. But he's not in that mind frame when he's with her. You see what I'm saying? But when he's with me, I have his mind thinking about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to judge me or anything like that, because at first I was kind of skeptical about putting this shit out, but I just don't know what to do, or I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm asking y'all right now. I just want to vent and just get this information out there, or just say what I want to say, because at the end of the day, like, the bitch is fucking conniving and sneaky. Okay, she's a fucking liar and she's a deceptive. I don't know what she's telling him, okay, or what she's saying to him, but I haven't talked to him, and apparently I feel like it got a lot to do with what I was just explaining about this bitch coming to my house, looking through my mailbox and all that. And you see how I just put all that information together, and all this shit happened on several days, like different days, but I just put all this shit together while I was laying in my bed, you know, contemplating on what the fuck could really be going on. And then once I seen that she took my follow off her page and that she blocked her Instagram, I'm like, oh no, something is definitely fucking going on. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't fucking answering my calls. It's been it's Wednesday, so it's been 5 days since I've talked to him, literally. And that's not even normal. You know, for us, since me and him been together, that's not normal at all. You know? So I don't know what to say about the whole situation. I just feel like it's just, you know, nerve wracking. But I just needed to say this so that I can vent and get it out, and then that way I can just focus on something else right now while he figuring out what it is that he doing over there, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's not telling me what's going on. I don't know. But, you know, I had to get it out just so I can put my attention on something else after this, you know. It was just, this is more of like a release, okay? So if you guys want to comment something, y'all can, you know, if y'all went through similar situations or whatever, or something, I don't know. Whatever y'all feel y'all want to do, just go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like, why do I got to be put in this kind of situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never asked for this kind of situation. I never asked to be put in this kind of situation. I never be in these kind of situations. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a first to me, and I don't know. You know, I just, just really don't know. I'm just kind of at, you know, a kind of a loss, you know, because I don't know. I love this man a lot, and I know that he loves me. You know, I know that he loves me, and he knows that I love him. You know, and I don't know. He knows that I would never do anything to hurt him. He knows that I would never do anything to, he know that I always got his back first. You know what I'm saying? And he knows this. I told him that. I always got your back first, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Of anything. I'm always going to protect him first, and that's just what that's about. Um, I'm always considering his feelings, the way that it may make him feel, or things like that. So I don't know. I just wanted to get this video out here, so I'm about to end it because I don't feel like talking about this shit no more. I just want to go ahead and find something else to talk about. I might tell you about my twin flame journey in the next video, so I might just come right back and do that. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all went through similar situations that I went through or whatever. I don't know. If y'all got something to say or comment or some type of advice or whatever, just put it in the comments. I'll see it or whatever. And I'll respond to y'all there. So I'll see you guys in my next video.